If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 14 of the West Ham Career Mode series here on FIFA 16. In the last episode, we brought in 3 new players. If you missed it, check the previous video out. It'll be on the channel page, of course, and definitely ensure that you are fully up to date with everything that's going on. We will be ending the transfer window today. We're only a couple of days away from it. We have a little bit of money left. Not much at all, a little bit, although I've got nothing in my wage budget there, so if I even just make it remotely respectable for a wage budget, I've only got about 3 or 4 left, so not sure whether we'll be able to do anything with that. We are still trying to sell on Nikita Jelavic and Sheku Kouyaté, so hopefully if both of those get done, then we may be able to bring someone else in before the end of the window. A few of you were asking me to request some extra funds from the board as well. Now, we have already been knocked out of the Capital One Cup and the FA Cup, so we won't be able to reach the any further than the round of 16. I don't even think we got as far as the round of 16. But we are doing well when it comes to the league. So if I put qualify for Champions League and I ask for, say, another 10 million, well, maybe let's get... Considering we might be in Europe, we'll just ask for 15, and then you never know, they may actually say yes. So we'll ask the board for some extra funds. That might free up the extra money to be able to bring in someone like Tejera that we were thinking of looking at. But we'll play Bournemouth first because we're on the 29th now, and we'll see what happens after that. Out wide to Song. Is Antonio going to make a run? He's trying, and I don't know why the midfielder there didn't track with him, because now Antonio can get in behind. There are a couple of people in the box to aim for. We can get the ball out of his feet into Cresswell. Good first time cross. Only as far as Dan Gosling though, unfortunately. Alex Song might win it back though, and he has. Quickly through that gap to Dimitri Payet. Get the turn in and the shot. Payet shot blocked. First chance of the game after 5 minutes, but unfortunately they're defending... Well, mixed, to be honest, because the defending was poor to allow me to get down the left-hand side in the first place, but then good defending from the actual central defenders. Once we got into a dangerous position, they closed me down. Given away by Matt Ritchie, and then Andrew Sermon's just stolen it straight back off me. Going to look to play in Callum Wilson, you would have thought. He's their fastest striker by a mile, although Tekelo Ranti's not exactly a slouch. It's a lovely ball into the box though. Only squared it across. Here's Harriata. Adrian's come out. He saved it initially, and Nelson Semedo will clear it off the line. Wow, very close to Bournemouth taking the lead there, but now maybe we can catch them on the counter. Sylvain Distin isn't as fast as he used to be. He's still not that slow. Oh God, too many defenders. I didn't know which way to turn there. Ended up just running into both of them. Get the turn in from Antonio. Out to Song. You're going to make the run. He's made a run. Oh, but could squeeze that through to Antonio and turn inside the defender, and a finesse finish from Antonio always ends up in the back of the net. West Ham 1, Bournemouth 0 after 20 minutes. For some reason, Antonio was tucked inside. I'm glad he did, because he found himself in the position to receive the ball. But you see him run through there. Nice ball around the corner from Alex Song. And then just good feet to skip inside, send the defender, and finessing with Antonio has, as far as we've been making out recently, about a 95% success rate. So he's gotten another one. Well, nice ball by Max Gradle, looking for Callum Wilson. He's found Andrew Sermon very well there indeed. Oh, Sermon's got the turn on me. That was really well done. Man over on the far side. Matt Ritchie's missed a glorious opportunity. That's twice. They've drawn my defence all the way to one side and had a man free at the back post. First time, Adrian made the save and then Semedo cleared it off the line. That time, Matt Ritchie's smashed it high and maybe even over the stand, let alone into the stand. Free kick towards the box. It's brought down by Arta. We should be able to intercept that with Lanzini, and we have done. And Valencia, you make me a run there, Dimitri. He has done. I see space for Lanzini. If we can get it quickly with Enna Valencia back out wide again. And then there's a man at the back post, but I feel more comfortable trying to drill it rather than cross it. And it's ended up in the back of the net, but it's offside. We score a second goal. I think it was Antonio again at the back post. It was. Unfortunately, it's not counted. I didn't fancy him in the ace, so I tried to drill it hard and low on the floor, and he reached it perfectly, but the defender just held his run slightly, and then Antonio, as he's gone to go around the back, unfortunately, just gone a little bit too early, as Alan Smith just said, and mistimed the run. But never mind, if we can get the ball into the back of the net for a second time, even if it doesn't count, we can maybe prove that we can get it in for a second time when it does count. Heiner Valencia just shoved up a leg there. I didn't tell him to do that. He just lunged for it himself. Unfortunately, couldn't divert it into the corner. Two good opportunities there. Despite the ball ending up into the back of the net once, we still only stay 1-0 in front. It's a lovely crossfield ball, and Max Gradel's got an inside Manuel Lanzini here. That's a great cross. Equaliser, Bournemouth. That run from Max Gradel was so good, and the ball across to him was brilliant as well. No need to blow me a kiss, thank you, Callum. He cut inside the defender. Well, it was Lanzini. I don't know where Semedo had gone. He was probably still perhaps tucked inside, thinking that Lanzini would deal with it. Lanzini's not the strongest. He's only got like 35 strength or something like that. There's Semedo tucked inside. See, he's just got this pace on Lanzini. I tried to just block the cross. It didn't work. And there's Callum Wilson in the middle up against Aaron Cresswell, who's just not got the pace to be able to track with him in the box. Bournemouth have equalised. Making two changes, bringing on Mauro Zarate at cam behind Enner Valencia, because that seems to work quite well. And Leroy Sané's coming off the bench as well for Matteo. I keep calling him Matteo. For Manuel Lanzini out on the right-hand side. So Sané makes his debut with half an hour to go away from home against Bournemouth. May bring on Berahino a little bit later as well for Enner Valencia, and see if we can add even more pace to our forward line, and maybe, just maybe, we can get ourselves in front again. Enner Valencia might need to hold the ball up a little bit better than that as well if it's going to work for us. Song, give that to Noble, and you play it around the corner for Sané, who's immediately in behind. Can we have a decent cross? That is a decent cross. Alex Song! Sané's been on the pitch 4 minutes, and he's gotten himself an assist already. Fantastic impact substitution again. Noble down the line to Sané, just drove towards the byline, stands up towards a near post. I was hoping to try and find Enner Valencia, but Alex Song's there, taller than Mauro Zarate and just as good in the air. Brilliant header from the Cameroonian, and we are back in front. Sané, I'll give it to Zarate, who's come short for it. Maybe we'll work it back to Sané here, who can cross again. Another great cross. Oh, Enner Valencia. Oh, it's a corner, is it? I thought Enner Valencia had headed that wide, unfortunately. It took a deflection, so it will be a corner. Noble's cross. Ogbonna's up. Oh, straight at Artur Boruc. We're back on top here, dominating again. It'd be nice to pick up a third goal again for back-to-back 3-goal hauls if we can. Trying to build on the win against Newcastle, and we're doing so far, although we are going to have to keep our wits about us for the remaining 15 minutes to stop them from getting themselves on a level peg again for a second time, but they're going to do so immediately. And you know who scored that goal? Who scored that goal? Diafra Sakho. Are you kidding me? Adrian come out for that. Stood no chance of getting there. I don't know why he even bothered. Defender seemed to have it covered, but Diafra Sakho beats them both to the ball. I think keeper gave the defender a shout, so he didn't really try and go for the ball. And Diafra Sakho's flicked the header on, in off the post. 2-2. Song to Sané. Nelson Semedo's making the move, so we'll play it in front of him. And then wait for the defender to come and then nicely turn past him. Mauro Zarate's making the run, so we'll play the early cross. Zarate might be underneath it. He's tried the acrobatics. It's dropped. No! Enner Valencia's put it over. Oh, I tried to put just a little bit of power on that, but he's put so much behind it. He smashed it well over the bar. Oh, I can't believe it. A chance to get a third and go in front again, as they go all out now, bringing on another striker, Glenn Murray for Dan Gosling. They're going for the win. Maybe they'll commit too many men forward, and we might be able to catch them on the counter and get ourselves a win. Final whistle's gone. We've drawn 2-2, unfortunately. Diafra Sakho comes off the bench to score against his former side for the team he's just joined, literally, like, in the last episode. In the last few days in-game, he joined Bournemouth, and he's immediately scored against us on his debut. I can't quite believe he's done that. We dominated the game. They had a really good opening spell, but we dominated the game after that and just weren't able to get the win, unfortunately. Never mind. We'll jump into the next... Well, let's deal with the end of the transfer window actually first, and then we'll think about jumping into the next game, which is only a few days later, Friday to Tuesday, I think, and we'll have Aston Villa next. We've got transfer offers for Winston Reid and Mauro Zarate, neither of which we want to let go. Apparently, Winston Reid is in bad form. I don't really know why. He's been playing quite well, although, I mean, he did miss the header at the near post to let Diafra Sakho get the equaliser there. They're willing to offer me £12 million. Now then, we really do have something to shout home about now. We've got something to think about. What do we do with that £12 million? Nice growth all round from everybody. This is good. Right, can we end the window on a high then? We'll see what happens between now and deadline day. We got 16 million in the bank. Oh, I want Teixeira though. I want Teixeira, but I still don't think that's enough for Teixeira. So what I might do... Oh, I don't know whether to spend it on youth scouts though. We could go for Bojan or Ross Barkley maybe. Bojan would be good. He could play out wide as well. He's 4-star skills. And then we could get Teixeira next season. Or Ross Barkley. Ross Barkley would be good. We'll try. He's in bad form as well, so we might be able to pick him up quite cheaply. He's one of the big stars at the club. Well, we'll offer them 15 plus Kouyaté and see what they say. This is going to be an interesting end to the transfer window, I think. We'll also offer for Bojan. We'll offer them 14 plus Kouyaté, because it doesn't matter. We can only do one of the deals, so it doesn't matter that Kouyaté's involved in both. Maximilian Mayo we could have a look at. Could maybe bring him in as well as Sané. 4-star, 4-star. Only 37 strength though, which is one thing that is frustrating. It's annoying that you can't improve their physical stats. Like, surely you can improve a guy's strength by doing weights training, but it's frustrating that you can't. Ozyaku would also be a fantastic addition to the squad. These two is 4-star, 4-star. Oh, we'll have a look at Ozyaku. We really will. Let's offer them 10 plus Kouyaté. Again, we can use Kouyaté in all of the deals because it doesn't matter. He's definitely going to be leaving, and we can only afford to do one of the deals, so it doesn't matter that he's involved in all of them. Right, deadline day it is. We will skip forward and see what happens. Özil's left, as you can see there. We've got 4 emails. We have a transfer offer for Zarate. Reject. Did that say Everton have accepted the offer for Ross Barkley? I think it did. Well then, Ross Barkley, £15 million plus Cheikhou Kouyaté. Oh, this would be nice. This would be really nice if we can get Ross Barkley in. English talent. I'd love to have English talent. We've already bought in Saido Berahino to get that English talent. They're not interested. Stoke aren't interested in Kouyaté, but we might be able to interest them in Nikita Jelavic. You never know. Probably not, but it's worth a shout. And Besiktas, not interested in him either. We'll offer Jelavic and 11 then for Ozyaku. But if we could get Ross Barkley in, that'd be sick. Absolutely incredible if we could get Ross Barkley in. Wait and see what happens for the rest of deadline day. Besiktas have accepted the offer for Ozyaku of 11 plus Nikita Jelavic. So we will see. I didn't actually want to offer him crucial. I wanted to offer him first team player. Never mind. Ross Barkley's declined it because he wants a bigger role. That's fine. I don't mind giving Ross Barkley crucial first team player because he will play a lot of football for me, especially next season when hopefully we'll have at least some form of European football to play. We'll reject that offer for Mauro Zarate as I don't think we want to be letting him go in this window, and we don't want to let Adrian go either. It looks like we've had an offer in for Cheikhou Kouyaté, but he's involved in the Ross Barkley deal, so I'm going to reject that. Maybe I should have stalled it. No, we'll reject it because he's going to get used in the Barkley deal anyway. So we'll count down. And hopefully one of those 4 emails will be Ross Barkley accepting the contract. And it is. Ross Barkley is coming. Oh, but do we get Ozyaku? Barkley or Ozyaku? Barkley or Ozyaku? It's got to be Ross Barkley. It's got to be Ross Barkley. Sorry, Everton. I'm stealing your main man. Ross Barkley is joining West Ham United. We have a new player. Another new player, a 4th new signing on transfer deadline day. And we have a transfer offer for Nikita Jelavic as well, which is brilliant because we want to let him go. They've offered us... Oh, if you could just give me the 2, then I could spend that on a youth scout. That would be fantastic for the rest of the... also in talks with Spurs. Who's also in talks with Spurs? Ozyaku. Well, it looks like Ozyaku's going to go to Spurs then, but Ross Barkley is in the side. Well, he's in the club now, and I'll sort out my squad. Ross Barkley joins West Ham United, along with Sané, and along with... Who else did we buy? My brain's gone dead. Who else did we buy? We bought... Oh, hang on. Transfer offer from Mauro Zarate. Please tell me that says that they're going to accept the counter offer. 2 offers for Zarate. Fair enough. We brought in Saido Berahino. We brought in Sané. And we brought in someone else. Who was the 3rd signing? My brain is completely dying on me. Who was the 3rd signing we brought in? How many offers at once for Mauro Zarate with only a few hours to go? This is ridiculous. And then we get an offer. They've offered me 1.8. I will accept that. And we can spend that on a youth scout. That will come in very handy. Thank you. Who was the other guy that we signed? My brain is just completely fried. I'm going to have to remind myself now. Barkley, Berahino, Byram, Sam Byram, of course it was. My brain just completely died there. Right, Ross Barkley is in the side. I will readjust my squad there once we've finished with deadline day. Bertrand Traore has gone to Bayern Munich for £5.5 million. That's actually a very good signing. Kovalenko has gone to Chelsea, and Bernard has been moved on as well. We're going to reject that offer for Adrian because, again, we don't want to let him go, at least not yet, maybe not until we've gotten in yeah, we don't mind about Ozzy now, that's not a problem. But we're bringing in Alisson, aren't we? The young... Oh, he's gone to Celta. Bernard to Celta, that's weird. Right then, let's buy a youth scout. Can we afford a decent one? Well, they're actually crap. They're all terrible. Well, we'll buy that guy. But that was weird. Why can't I get more? They're all terrible. Why are they all terrible? Well, we might as well spend the money because now we're not going to buy anyone else in. So we will advance to the end of deadline day, but we'll see what else happens because it might be quite eventful. The final hours normally are. We're getting more transfer offers in again for Adrian and Mauro Zarate, they're clearly the two most popular players in this series so far with other teams. Adrian for keeping the amount of clean sheets he has, and Zarate for scoring the amount of goals he has. No, Shakhtar have accepted an offer for Tejera from Roma. Well, we couldn't afford him. Maybe it's just as well we were able to bring in Ross Barkley then. Boateng has gone to Barcelona. Well, there's another scripted transfer that's gone through. Another offer for Mauro Zarate and for Adrian. Oh, I can't believe Tejera's going to leave. We're lucky then that we have been able to go and get Ross Barkley because we can fill that spot. Tejera was the one I wanted, but Ross Barkley is not a bad replacement for Tejera, to be honest. Boateng has gone to Barcelona, which is a scripted transfer. Ozil to Valencia and Hazard to Bayern Munich aren't scripted transfers, though. So it's nice to see some different deals done. Ozil has gone to PSG, and Tejera has gone to Roma, and Marquinhos has gone to Manchester City, I think that said. So that's a good signing for them, strengthening at the back defensively. Normally they go for Thiago Silva or someone like that, so they've still gone for a Brazilian centre-back from PSG. Nabula has gone to Juventus from Ruben Kazan, and the final hour is about to go. So then, transfer deadline day is over. I think we might end the episode there, actually, because that's been a very eventful a very manager role at Arsenal. Arsenal are offering me the manager's job again. I don't want it, lads. Go away. We've only been at West Ham 6 months. Youth squad report, training injury. Adrian, as the transfer window closes, Adrian tears his hamstring and he's going to be out for 6 weeks. Fuck's sake! Right. Have we got any other youngsters here we might be able to call up that could go in goal? He's only 15 and 5'5". We could have called him up. We have Spiegel, thankfully, still. You're 5'9" at 16 and only 51 rated. We'll be better off going with Spiegel. The timing of that Adrian injury has completely ruined us. So Adrian's going to be out for 6 weeks. So we're going to have to put 62 rated Spiegel in the side. We'll put Barkley on the bench. Oh, wow, that's killed me off. So after all the excitement of bringing in 4 new players, we get hit with the news that our number 1 goalkeeper and probably the man with the most clean sheets in the league so far this season, Adrian, is unfortunately going to be out for 6 weeks. We are still 4th in the league table, so we are challenging for Champions League football, as are Stoke. We're level on points with Man United at the minute. What are our next games? What's Adrian going to miss? 6 weeks. He's going to miss so many games. Well, tomorrow then, we'll play Aston Villa, Southampton and Manchester City. We'll have a bit of a shorter video today. I'm actually not streaming... I'm recording this the day before you see it, so I'm actually not streaming tonight, which is last night as you see this, because I'm struggling with my health tonight and I'm really tired. So it does make sense for me to end this early as well, because I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. I'm kind of... just really tired. So we'll leave it there. That's going to be the 3 games we'll play tomorrow. Aston Villa, Southampton and Manchester City. But it's going to miss 5 games there and then more here as well. Big games against Tottenham and Everton as well. That's really disappointing. But we have brought in some brilliant new players. So they will be heavily involved between now and the end of the season and for the rest of the series, hopefully. But that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days, whether it be this series or the My Player series. The BPL season came to an end yesterday in that particular series, so check the channel page for that if you missed it. But I'm going to go for a nap, I think. I'm that tired. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.